Hi guys, welcome back to Surviving Infidelity. Today's video is titled, I cheated on my husband only 2 months after our wedding and I never intend to tell him. Crazy story start, especially since I haven't been here for a while. I haven't been filming or anything for a week and a bit now. I got COVID because I went to a concert in Sydney here in Australia, and me and my friend who went got COVID, so I was out for like a week. That's the only reason I haven't been able to upload or film any of these videos, which I miss doing. I love reading these crazy stories. Before we get into the video, I wanted to remind you of the Patreon. Haven't really been crazy into that as of now, but I'm really going to try and put a video up like once a fortnight, seeing how I go, because I am filming and editing quite a couple videos during a week, so I'll see how much I can get out. But there will be uncensored stuff there. I have a video to edit to actually get up on there, so yeah, check it out if you want to, and let's go straight into the video. Also, again, before I just said let's go straight into the video, but different background once again, keeps changing up, I know. Hopefully you can't hear the cars driving past because we're quite on the main bit. But the reason I brought that up was because my laptop is quite far away, like I can't reach it, so I'm going to have to keep leaning forward to do that, so sorry about that. Okay, so this story goes in like parts, so there's like background, interlude, the problem, so they're in paragraphs. I'm just going to say the title like of that paragraph, like background, and then just read. So now that we know that, let's go. Okay, so the first one is background. Early on in our relationship, we were long distant, and it was rough on both of us. We both cheated on one another. That's a strong start to a relationship and the story in general. Oh my god. Although my cheating was longer and more extensive. Oh, okay. Love that. After we moved in together, he found out a confession journal of mine. In brackets, why didn't I padlock the damn thing? I would never know. So he found this, read it, confronted me, and also told me about his indiscretion. So they both wouldn't have told each other that they cheated on each other if it wasn't for that journal. Such a great start. I love that. I love it. There was crying and a few days of bewilderment, but we got over it. So yeah, okay. That is kind of a strong start in the sense that if they got over that, both doing wrong, you know? So there's an interlude. After getting very drunk at my best friend's wedding in 2006, I had a one-night stand with a friend of the bride, who was just coming off a divorce. Damn, I played it off in my head as if I was doing a public service for the guy, getting him back on the track of actually liking himself. In brackets, which did happen actually. He went on to be a major player in the successful gubernatorial campaign and ended up copping a job in the administration. First of all, why is she saying this like, oh my god, public service for like helping this man and obviously cheating on my husband for that? However, after my walk of shame in the morning, I told myself no more. I wasn't going to do this anymore and I was going to turn over a new leaf. We obviously know that's not what happens. She doesn't turn over a new leaf because this whole thing is about her cheating. So I ended up moving in with him, boyfriend. There was the thing with the journal and then nothing. He proposed and we ended up getting married in 2009. So 3 years later. Okay. The title of this one is called The Problem. 2 months after our wedding, I dropped my newly minted husband off at the airport to go away for a conference. It's always either someone goes to a conference or the husband or wife, whoever is getting cheated on, is out of town. Like, there's no like originality with all these stories. They're always like so similar. Since I had driven to the major city to do this, I looked up a friend who lived in the city to hang out and catch up. We'll call him Dan. 2 things about Dan. He's like a gentleman's gentleman. He opens doors, scoots you in your seat, and pays for everything. Chivalry is not dead in his eyes. Second, he towers over my 5'9" height with his 6'5" height. That is very tall actually. I'm not really used to like feet in Australia because normally you just go by however centimeters tall you are, 100 and whatever, 200 or whatever, depends. But I know anything 6 foot and higher is quite tall. He's the only person I've ever met that makes me feel dainty. Either way, we hang out, talk, eat, drink a whole ton of alcohol. Driven to confess by the ethanol, Dan blurts out how he hasn't had intercourse in over a year and is beginning to doubt himself with women and has even tried to think about guys. Okay, yeah. How close are these people? And we already see what's happening. She's going to do another public service. We already know this because she just basically foreshadowed the whole story for us. She's obviously going to help him out with his doubts and like make sure he's not like doubting himself and make him confident like she did with this other guy. I make the appropriate soothing noises and the evening goes on. Okay. We drink even more alcohol, including stopping on the way back to his apartment to pick up some tonic for G&Ts. And once we get back to the apartment, we continue to chat. Oh, we see where this is going. Dan had been unable to come to our wedding because of a work commitment. Okay. So I had actually brought the DVD with our wedding pictures on it to show him. Okay. I just read ahead. That's right. I was showing him the wedding pictures, then things got nasty. Ugh. What? I was sitting on his lap because of no other chairs in his bedroom. Go get a chair. Sit on the bed. What do you mean? So she was sitting on his lap and he realized that I was wearing garters and stockings because they were pressed into him. Why are you wearing garters and stockings if you're dropping off your husband? I think this was pre-planned. One thing led to another, and all of a sudden, I was on the floor in front of his fireplace, moaning for all I was worth, with the skirt of my dress hiked up around my waist. Things moved to the bed eventually, and I'm pretty sure between the two of us, we woke up both of his roommates. I later found out that it was his first time that he's ever received oral. And he just turned 29. I don't know why we really care. And his first time doing it in the back door. I don't know if I can even say that, but I'm sure you all know. In my strange brain, I was kind of proud of all this. That is a red flag. That is so weird. I'm very glad that he felt so much better about his sexuality and his powers with women? Powers, it's a typo. Oh, and let me tell you, Redditors, in his year off, he had not lost his skill. She's literally, like, showing off what she had done and, like, how good this man was and, like, why are you still with your husband? And you don't want to tell him? Are you just there for the comfort of this relationship? Because what the hell? The 3 or 4 times we had intercourse that night was fantastic. It does say something in between was and fantastic, but I'm sure you could click onto what. I can't say on the channel. In fact, I can still remember how sore my... What am I reading? I can still remember how sore my... What do I say? My... felt the next day from him. God, it was good. What am I reading? What am I reading? What the hell? However, on the drive back home the next morning, I had an attack of consciousness. He had already sent me some lurid text and one photo of his member. I flipped out on him saying, I'm a married woman, you can't be sending me stuff like that. Oh, girl, you need to go to the doctor and see if you can get help. It's almost like she needs her helping these people is like maybe like a bit of a praise. Like she needs a praise and she needs to know she's done something good and like helped someone. I don't know what that would be called, but like it's giving that. Anyways, it was pretty horrible of me. I told him not to text me until I figure out my brain a little better. Yeah, you need to figure out that brain. You really do. Conclusion. So that's the next one. And that brings us up to today, my friends. I somehow managed not to tell my husband, keep up the friendship with Dan. What do you mean keep the friendship up with Dan? And I have absolutely no intention of ever telling my husband. It will do nothing but hurt him. I'd rather know. I don't want to be with someone that cheated on me. Twice. Even though we got over her cheating more extensively before. And he did too. I know they're no better than each other for that. But this is after 3 years. Yeah, look. And if I'm being honest with myself, having intercourse with Dan was a public service. I had been faithful for over 3 years, but you haven't been faithful now. You have gone and slept with someone else. So it's not a public service. You're not faithful. What is this? Sometimes I really don't think these are real. Like, can this be real? How can this be real? How can someone actually think that? Mainly, the reason I'm confessing is that I'm weakening again, and I'm trying to figure out if I can see Dan again. I really, really hope her husband finds out. Like, he's with this person. It's 3 years in now. Married as well. And she's doing public services around. Anyways, there's a TLDR. I'm a bad, bad girl. And then there's an edit saying, I came here to confess, not to ask for advice from people on my marriage. I will not be answering any comments containing the word divorce. But that's what you need to do. You need to divorce them. If you're thinking of seeing Dan again, that means you need a divorce. Do not stay with someone just because you think it's okay. You're doing public services. No, you're not. You're cheating and you're not faithful. I wonder if, like, she's known for public services. She will be soon if she keeps going. This is old too. It said 2006 and 2009. So that's very old. I wonder what she's doing now. But that's crazy to me to think that this husband has no idea that what his wife, this husband has no idea what his wife has done, and she's still thinking of this person because she doesn't want to come clean about it, and she doesn't seem like she will, and this husband won't even know that the wife is not faithful to him. Like, okay. So that is it for today, guys. Let me know what you think about this story in the comments. I'm sorry if I keep swaying and it's a bit off-putting. It's very easy to do that. I'm a bit fidgety. That's why I move my hands a lot, because like it helps me explain the story and explain my thoughts on things. But that was a good one. That one had me pulling all types of faces. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget about the Patreon link down in the description if you want to check it out. You don't have to if you don't want to. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yep, I'll see you in another video, guys. Bye.